Morgantown, Kentucky for another district matchup tonight for the Glasgow Scotties as they take on the Butler County Bears. I am Joe Myers, and we'll soon be joined by Larry Alexander and Bruce DeBue, as well as Chase Landrum down on the sideline for us. The Scotties come in this week ranked number 7 in the most recent Class 3A poll. They held from where they were last week. Scotties remain undefeated. They are 6-0 on the year. They're 2-0 in district play. Glasgow getting a 35-6 win over Hart County in their most recent outing 1 week ago tonight. Butler County comes in here at 3-3. They are 0-2 in the district. They lost last week to Edmonson County in district play by a final score of 13-10 here at home. Last time these two teams met was last year, back on October the 25th. Glasgow won at Hank Roy Stadium by a final score of 56-14. We'll come back in a moment on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, and we will sit down with Glasgow head coach Jackson Arnett to talk with him a bit about last week and about tonight's matchup as well. You're listening to Glasgow Football here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Score big this season with Glasgow EPB Fiber Internet. Looking to upgrade your connection? Then add whole home Wi-Fi for only $5 a month, with 24/7 Glasgow EPB service support included absolutely free. Don't fumble your home's internet connection. Make the big play and switch to the winning team at the Glasgow EPB. Sign up for service today at glasgowepb.com/fiber.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two, with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
And it all comes down to this moment. There's only one roll left. Let's see what happens. And Michael wins the face-off. He used the old misdirection trick. Well, now that he's eating the roll, let's wait for his reaction. It's good! Do you want a free lunch for two at Colton's? Listen to WHHT between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the week for a chance to win.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School. I'm Joe Myers here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. We are now joined by Glasgow head coach Jackson Arnett to take a look at a little bit about last week's game. Also preview what's coming up here tonight as the Scotties play another district game here on the road at Butler County High School. Jackson, let's just first start off. Have you had a good week of practice?
Yeah, it's been a good week so far. We've had some guys that have stepped up, and we had some guys nicked up and injured a little bit, so guys have stepped up and done a good job, and which they always do. We try to keep we don't try to only go one deep. We try to always be 2 and 3 deep wherever we can go, because those guys know they need to be ready. So we've had some guys step up and get ready. So we're excited to see them play.
You're heading into your bye week after this game. at least right now, the team seems to be playing maybe the best football it's played all season long. How important is it to go out and play well tonight to keep that momentum as you go into that bye week?
Well, that's just our standard. You know, we always look to get a little better and do things better and more efficient, and you know, so that's the key. You know, it's always easy to get up for kind of a rivalry game, but we're in the middle of district play now, so they're all super important and games you have to win, and you don't want to ever not play well. So the name of the game is doing your job and doing what you're expected to do and executing your job. So hopefully we can keep doing that.
Looking back at your team's performance against Hart County, tons of good things to talk about in that game, Jackson. But what kind of one or two things pleased you the most about the way your kids played that week?
Just how physical we were up front. You know, Hart always prides ourselves on being the most physical team, and I felt like we were clearly the more physical team up front on both sides, and we were physical on the edge also. So that was a good sign. We didn't tackle as well as we should have. We missed too many tackles, but that's stuff we're going to correct this week. And you know, when you're physical, you've got a shot, and then we got the ball out in space on time, and so good things happened.
Your senior quarterback, Hudson Gum, had his best game of the season, maybe the best game of his high school career, Jackson. Quite honestly, he passed for completed 8 of 11 passes for 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, also ran for over 100 yards, had 105 and a touchdown. He's really put together a really nice 3 or 4 game stretch here after a bit of a slow start to the season. What do you feel like has kind of helped push Hudson up to this next level now?
I just think he's more comfortable with what we're doing. I think he's, you know, we've changed a little bit of stuff. We're kind of catering to him to make sure we're doing things he's good at. You know, I think I put him in some bad situations early, asking him to do things that he's not as comfortable doing, and now I feel like we're doing things that he's more comfortable doing, and he's executing, and he's doing what he's coached to do, and he's a great athlete. So, you know, he's going to hurt you with his legs, and then, you know, if he's out in space, he can make really nice throws, and he's been doing that. So he's just been more comfortable, I think.
Hart County really seemed to have no answer for your 2 wideouts, Jalen Bradley and Jarek Martin. Jalen caught 4 catches for 118 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jarek 61 yards and 1 touchdown on 4 catches. Was it just a matter of, did you guys scheme something up for them, or just a matter of too much speed and athleticism for Hart County at those 2 positions?
We just tried to get it to them in space, and then they did the rest. You know, I felt like we got it to them on time. When you get the ball to those guys in space, they're hard to tackle anyway. You know, the big long touchdown from J-Boy was just a simple hitch, and he got it to him, and he made a guy miss, and then that was it. And then the other thing is our guys are being physical on the edge. So when we got the ball out in screens and stuff, they had room because our other guys were blocking for them. And, you know, those guys are just good players. They make us look really good as coaches. And, you know, as long as we're getting it to them on time and in space, they do their thing.
Hart County came in averaging 319 yards rushing per game and 32 points per game. Jackson, your defense held them to 187 yards rushing and only 6 points. What was the key to kind of keeping that rushing game in check for them?
Just being physical up front. We told our D-line it was going to come down to them, and then our linebackers did what they were supposed to do. Both linebackers led us in tackles. Well, really all 3 linebackers led us in tackles. And that's what we wanted. You know, if they did their job up front, those linebackers would make all the tackles. You know, I think Trace had 10 or 12, Steven had 8 or 10, and then Grayson had 6, 7, 8 tackles. So, you know, they were doing their job, and we were physical, and it freed them up to run and make plays. And then they did what they were coached to do, and they played reads, and they ran to the ball, and you know, that's the name of the game when you play teams like that.
Looking at tonight's opponent, the Butler County Bears, they started the season 3-0. They've now lost 3 in a row, so 3-3. They're 0-2 in district play. What are you seeing on film that kind of stands out about this team?
They're aggressive. They do a good job at what they do. You know, on defense, they're going to try to get in your face and put pressure on you. And then offensively, they kind of spread it out. Similar, they get in a lot of the same sets we do, and they do some good stuff in the run game. And you know, they got some guys that can make plays, so it'll be a challenge just to keep them in front of us and just try to do what we always do, and that's, you know, get lined up, run and hit.
Offense yardage pretty well balanced between the pass and the run for Butler County. What do you feel like is the strength of this offense?
I think their run game is what they want to lean on. They do some different stuff in the blocking scheme and that we've got to prepare for. So, I think they'll try to be physical and run the clock a lot and try to take what we give them. And they'll take some shots. They'll take a shot here and there and try to get out and scramble and make a throw. So we got to be really disciplined.
They have a freshman quarterback by the name of Brody Dockery, but he's played pretty well, it looks like, at least from the stats. 60 of 99 passes for 885 yards, 13 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, but still he's a freshman. How important will it be to get some pressure on him, make him think about things?
Yeah, you got to try to get in his face, and that's just what we do anyway. Our guys are usually pretty good pass rushers. The big thing with these quarterbacks is keep them in the pocket because they can get out and run around and throw. So a lot of times if you can keep them in the pocket, they want to try and get out of the pocket and make a play. So if you can keep them in there, it usually it'll bottle them up more. So that's always what we try to do. And then we just got to do a good job in coverage and make sure we're doing what we're coached to do.
Their two leading rushers, Caden Richardson, number 0, is a sophomore. He's got 631 on the year as far as rushing yardage. Kevin Robbins is a junior. He's second on the team with 397 yards rushing. How do they like to use those two guys, and how do they differ in their running style?
Well, you've got one who's a little faster and one who's a little more physical. So, they just try to, when they want to make a big play, they'll go one way, and when they want to try to run the ball and be physical, they'll go another way. So that's we just got to do it. We're just worried about what we got to do. We try not to worry about the opponent. Just do what we're coached to do and be physical and make tackles.
What about their leading receiver is Carson Davis, 22 catches, 433 yards, and 6 touchdowns. What do you try to do to keep him in check?
Just always get hands on receivers. That's our big thing. I can live with a pass interference here and there if you're attached and being physical. We always try to preach to force them out. We want to make the ball go far and wide, and as opposed to letting them get inside of us. So we got to always make sure that we have hands on those guys, and especially with our underneath coverage, we always want to get hands on people and not stare at the quarterback.
How do you expect for them to attack you guys on the defensive side of the ball?
I would think that they will try to run the ball and try to run the clock. That's what most teams have been doing to us. So, if we can force them into passing situations, hopefully they throw one to us. And so that's always the key is we always want to stop the run, and teams always want to run the ball. So we got to make sure that we stop that and get them doing something they're not comfortable doing. What
about defensively? What do they favor on that side of the ball?
They're pretty balanced the way they line up. So our thing is just get the ball out to our guys in space, be physical on the edge. They blitz a lot. They don't blitz a bunch of people, but they blitz probably 50% of the time. Somebody's coming. So we just got to make sure we keep our eyes up and pick up who we've got.
Good luck tonight, Jackson.
Thanks. Go Dogs.
Scotty head coach Jackson Arnett here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. And when we come back, we'll be joined by Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribute. We'll also give you the starting lineups for both ball clubs here at Butler County High School. You're listening to Glasgow Football on WCLW Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Whoa, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
You're listening to the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show as we get you set for Glasgow against Butler County here in Class 3A District 2. Let's take a look at our starting lineups now, brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry. First for the Butler County Bears on offense, starting at left tackle, it's Connor Hudson. He's a junior. Left guard is Christian White. He's a senior. At center, Jax Penley, a sophomore. The right guard, Xander Stokes. He's a senior. The right tackle, Will Amos, is a senior. At wide receiver, Drake Bratcher, a sophomore. Kanan Vincent, a junior. And Carson Davis, a junior. The running backs are Kevin Robbins, a junior. And Caden Richardson, a sophomore. And the quarterback is Brody Dockery, and he is a freshman. Defensively for Butler County, the tackles are Xander Stokes and Mason Ashby. Ashby's a sophomore. Defensive ends are Christian White and Will Amos. The linebackers are Carson Davis, Kevin Robbins, Jet Johnson, who's a senior, and Brock Henderson, who's a sophomore. The cornerbacks are Caden Richardson and Clayton Cardwell. Cardwell's a sophomore. And the safety is Clay Steff. He's a senior. Head coach for Butler County is Josh Robbins in his second season with a record of 4-12 here with the Bears. And now for the Glasgow starters, brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry. On offense for the Scotties at left tackle, it's Marcus Terrell, a 5'11", 230 junior. The left guard is Kievan Massey, a 6'1", 240 senior. At center, Trent DeTalent, a 5'11", 260 sophomore. The right guard is Javion Twyman, a 5'10", 225 senior. At right tackle, Jordan Huffman, a 6', 265 junior. The wide receivers are Cabron Jones, a 5'6", 135 sophomore. Brad Smith, a 5'9", 140 sophomore. Jarek Martin, a 6'5", 185 senior, and Jeremiah Moore, a 5'9", 165 senior. The running back is Cam Bull, a 6', 165 senior, and the quarterback is Hudson Gum. He's a 6'1", 175 senior. Defensively for the Scotties, Manny Soto will be starting at nose guard. He's a 6'2", 305 sophomore. The defensive tackle is Jordan Huffman. The defensive ends are Kievan Massey and Jathan Franklin. Franklin's a 5'9", 205 sophomore. At linebacker, you've got Cam Bull, as well as Trey Smith, a 5'10", 170 senior. Ashton Page, starting in place of Stephen Garrett tonight, who's out with an injury. He's a 5'10", 155 senior. And Grayson Bartley at linebacker, a 6'2", 165 senior. Quarterbacks are Cabron Jones and Jarek Martin. Cabron is starting in place of Jalen Bradley, but we do understand Jalen will play tonight. It may be limited somewhat by a bit of an injury. And the free safety for the Scotties is Landon Martin, a 5'8", 160 senior. Head coach for Glasgow is Jackson Arnett. He's in his first season with a record of 6-0 here in year number one. Glasgow assistant coaches are Cameron Garman, Kevin Estes, Randall Parmley, Stephen Buford, Tyler Hughes, Jack Herron, Jack Harlan, Connor Cassidy, and Gavin Bird. And those are your starting lineups for both ball clubs, brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry. And we will go ahead and take another time out here as you're continuing to listen here to the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. When we come back, we'll get Larry and Bruce in here with us, and we'll talk a little bit about this matchup between the Butler County Bears and the Glasgow Scotties. You are listening to Glasgow football here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. Fakes the bull, keeps it himself. Hudson inside the 20, inside the 15, the 10, the 5. And did he get in? He did! Touchdown, Scotties! And here's a quick pitch to Kanan Allen. He's going to get hit in the backfield and drop. Big time play there by the Scotty defense to make a statement on the first play from scrimmage for Hart County. Gum rolling out to the right on 2nd and long, looking downfield. Pass going to be caught by Jeremiah Moore down at the 19-yard line. And that will be enough for a Glasgow first down, I believe. Here comes Martin in motion to the near side. Direct snap to Jalen Bradley. He goes up the middle with it, and he is in. Touchdown, Scotties. Under pressure. Lets it go. Man is open, but intercepted by Jalen Bradley in the end zone. Gum wants to throw. Right side pass caught by Bradley. Jalen across the 20. Oh, and he may go. He's got the 40, the 50, the 40, the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone. Touchdown, Scotties. 91-yard pass completion. Gum throws down to Martin. It is caught down the sideline, and he stays in bounds. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties. Wow. Hudson throws into the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Scotties. That's Jalen Bradley. A great performance by this Glasgow football team here tonight as they really dominate Hart County and win this game by a final score of 36-6. The Scotties now go to 6-0 on the year and 2-0 in district. Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce to be with you. Chase Landrum for us down on the sideline. Glasgow and the Butler County Bears here in a district matchup. Larry, the Scotties looking to stay undefeated overall and in the district heading into the bye weeks. This is a big one. You want to win this for that momentum and stay undefeated on the year.
Oh, yeah, it's always better to go into a bye week off of a win. And tonight, on paper, probably the Scotties are heavily favored. But you can't take anybody lightly. I've been involved in a few games over the years where we come in against teams that we should beat easily, and we make mistakes, and we end up getting beat. It's happened a couple of times. Don't want it to happen tonight.
Bruce, Glasgow coming off arguably their best overall performance of the season versus Hart County. Really wasn't a whole lot they didn't do well in that game.
They did. They played well, and you know, the thing that keeps amazing me is the defense. The defense has just played so well this year, and you know, we've been a couple of times, but when they get in that red zone, we seem to tighten up and hold people out. But like Larry said, you know, you got to be ready to play every game. I mean, you gave us an example. We knew the score from last week, but talked about how the Bears lost to Edmonson County Wildcats last week, a game they probably should have won and they lost. So you know, when you lace them up, you got to be ready every night.
Hart County was a very physical team, Larry, but the Scotties not only matched that physicality, they were probably the more physical team of the two. And Coach Arnett has really preached toughness and physical play all year long with his football team.
Well, that's what he's done from the start in practice. I think they say his practices are really hard, and that's what it takes. If you're going to be physical and going to be strong, you got to practice hard and be that way. And last week, all year long, I think we've been the most physical team on the field in every one of our games.
The captains are meeting down at midfield. We'll continue with our pregame conversation here in just a moment, but we do want to take a timeout, or not a timeout. We want to take a minute here up in the press box and go down onto the field with Chase Landrum, because he is going to have the toss of the coin for us down there with our referee.
Speaking captain here, correct? All right, awesome. Coaches, everybody proper and legally equipped? Ready to play? Awesome. Welcome to Friday Night Football, guys. Glad to be here with y'all. I'm Lauren Yance. I'll be your white hat tonight, okay? You guys are the leaders of your team. You're the captains, so we expect you to be like captains tonight, okay? If you see a problem with your team, take care of it. That way you guys can play, we can officiate, coaches can coach, and we'll all have a great night, all right? Any questions? All right, good deal. All right, this is my coin tonight. Regular. Tails is eagle. Head, and then tails, okay? I'm going to flip the coin up in the air. I'm going to catch it. If I drop it, we'll do it again. Call it while it's in the air, okay? It's called heads, and it is heads, okay? What would you like to do? You want to receive. Which way would you like to kick? Put your backs over there. Pull your backs over here.
Scotties win the coin toss and will receive.
All right, Chase, thank you very much. As Glasgow always tends to take the ball whenever they whenever they win the coin toss. And Bruce, we'll get another comment out of you here. The Scotties, as we said, played well last week. I thought Hudson Gum maybe played the best game of his high school career. He had 105 yards rushing and a touchdown, completed 8 of 11 passes for 179 yards and 3 touchdowns. He has really played well the last few games after a slow start to the season. He's now completing, or at least in the last 3 games, has completed 66% of his passes, and you'll certainly take that.
And we thought that's where he'd be. You know, after seeing him in the scrimmage, he played really well and then got a slow start. And like you say, I think from what I've witnessed, it was his best ball game of his career probably, and hopefully he'll keep improving on that. You know, he was our player of the game, and it was well-deserved.
It was, for sure. Larry, what about keys for a Glasgow victory in this one?
Well, we're doing very well on turnovers. We are averaging under 1 a game, so we're doing a good job there. You don't want any turnovers tonight. I remember going to Adair County one year, and we were heavily favored, fumbled 6 times, and got beat. So it can happen. And penalties, of course, we're a minus 13 on that. We've got 61 penalties for 495 yards. We've got to cut that down for sure. Defensively, I think we got to stop the run against the Bears. I don't think they could throw the football on us, so we have to stop the run.
What's the series record look like, Larry?
This is the 19th meeting between Glasgow and Butler County. The series stands 17-1 in favor of the Scotties. First game came back in 1979, which the Scotties won 25-0 at Glasgow. The last one, of course, last year, 224 at Glasgow. The Scotties won that one by a score of 56-14. The only loss to Butler County came in 2006 by a score of 39-6 at Glasgow.
Colton's game day, Colton Steakhouse and Grill game day weather report. It is 73 degrees with clear skies here in Morgantown. And as this game progresses, by game's end, we expect temperatures to be in the high to mid-60s, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it should be a very nice evening for high school football. That is the Colton Steakhouse and Grill game day weather report. Glasgow in their white jerseys tonight with Columbia blue numerals and letters, Columbia blue pants with a royal blue helmet, the white Scotty paw on the side. Butler County in all black uniforms tonight with blue numerals and a blue helmet with a black stripe down the middle.
And it's very good that we've got binoculars.
Yep.
Because you can't see those numbers.
More dark numbers on dark jerseys. Here's a squib kick going to be picked up at the 35-yard line by Landon Martin. Landon takes it all the way across the field. He's at the 40, at the 45, at the 50s, and he will go down in Butler County territory right around the 47-yard line. So excellent field position for the Scotties to start this one.
Well, I'm still trying to pick up the number of the kid that tackled him. I think it's number 15. That would be Clayton Cardwell. He's a sophomore.
All right, so they actually spotted him down at the 49-yard line, so Glasgow will start in Butler County territory at the 49. First down and 10. Hudson Gum in shotgun formation. Scotties have 2 wideouts each way. Cam Bull is the running back to the right of Gum. And going to give this off to Cabron Jones on a reverse. He's got the 45, he's got the 40, and he'll be driven out of bounds as he crosses the 35 to the 34-yard line, so that'll be a Glasgow first down.
Number 25, Clay Steff. He's a senior on the tackle, his first of the night. Just faked inside and pitched it back outside and came around the left end and got some good yardage.
Pick up a 15 yards there for Cabron Jones on that reverse. Scotties have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left this time. Gum in shotgun, Bull to his right. Hudson handles the high shotgun snap. His pass caught by Jones at the 35. He's got the 30. And a 25, and he'll be driven out of bounds around the 24, maybe the 23-yard line with another Glasgow first down.
And gets number 8, I believe, Mason West, sophomore, on the tackle, his first.
Pickup of 11 there. This first quarter, by the way, brought to you by Campbell Myers and Rutledge CPAs. 11:18 to go in this opening quarter. Scotty's driving. They're at the Butler County 23. Less than a minute gone in this game. Gum going to throw. His pass tipped to the line of scrimmage and incomplete. Intended target that time was Jarek Martin.
Jarek went down about 8 yards to a little hook to the inside, but the ball was thrown outside. He slipped a little bit, it looked like.
Second down and 10. Martin wide to the right side. Then you've got 3 receivers here to the near side of the field. Gum in shotgun. Bull to his left. They're going to hand this off to Bull. Cam runs into a blocker at the line of scrimmage and then bounces off a couple of Butler County tacklers, keeps his feet, and falls forward across the 20 to about the 19, I think. Well, they're going to spot him down at the 20-yard line. Don't think that's much of a spot, but that's okay. A pickup of 3 yards there. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Christian White is the man that made the tackle, number 58. He's a senior. That's his first.
Gum in shotgun here. 2 wideouts each way. Going to hand off. Actually, Gum keeps it himself around the right end. He has a first down inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Yeah, nice move. He broke a tackle and then got into the end zone there. He just split 2 kids there.
It'll be a 20-yard touchdown run for Hudson Gum, and for Hudson, that is touchdown run number 6 on the season, which ties him for the team lead. And now Jared Malagon on for the extra point attempt. He's 17 of 20 on the year. Malagon's extra point is up and good. And that Glasgow touchdown, by the way, was brought to you by Riley Dental Group. So with 10:25 left to go in this Campbell Myers and Rutledge first quarter, the Scotties have a 7-0 lead over Butler County. We'll take this timeout. You're listening to Glasgow football on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
And it all comes down to this moment. There's only one roll left. Let's see what happens. And Michael wins the face-off. He used the old misdirection trick. Well, now that he's eating the roll, let's wait for his reaction. It's good! Do you want a free lunch for 2 at Colton's? Listen to WHHT between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the week for a chance to win.
10:25 left to go in this first quarter of play. Glasgow with a 7-0 lead after opening drive for a touchdown. We'll take a look at that drive in just a moment. Malagon gets the kick away, fielded at the 15-yard line. Returner at the 20, at the 25, at the 30. That's Clay Steff on the return. He'll get it across the 35 and up near the 38-yard line.
Grayson Bartley on the tackle, 6'2", 165 senior, his first of the night.
It was Clay Steff on the return. Turn of 24 yards. First and 10, Butler County at their own 39. Two receivers go each way here for the Bears. Quarterback Dockery in pistol formation. Going to give this off to the running back, and he got drilled in the backfield. On the carry that time was Caden Richardson.
Grayson Bartley with the hit, big hit right there, tackle number 2.
Let's tell you that scoring drive for the Scotties was 5 plays, 49 yards, took 1 minute and 35 seconds. Hudson Gum capped it off with his 6th touchdown run of the year, and Jared Malagon added the extra point. 7-0 Scotties. How far was what, Larry?
Run.
The run was 20 yards. Second down and 10. Bears at their own 39. Dockery in shotgun. Two receivers right, one to the left. Got to give it off to the back here across the 40, and he'll be tripped as he crosses the 45. On the carry that time was Kevin Robbins.
And on the tackle was Cam Bull, 6', 165 senior, his first of the night.
Pickup of 7 yards. It's third down and 3. Two receivers right, one to the left. Dockery in pistol. Richardson, the running back, behind him. And Scotty's coming on a blitz, and they are drawn offsides. That'll be a free first down for Butler County. As that was going to be 3rd and 3. Now it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Bears after the 5-yard penalty as Jathan Franklin came across. And that'll put Butler County at the Glasgow 49-yard line.
He was trying to time it, but just a little too early.
3 receivers bunched up tightly to the formation on the right side. 1 man wide to the left. Dockery to throw. Dockery looking over the middle. The pass is knocked down and incomplete. Landon Martin with a nice defensive play as the free safety came in there and got his hand on it to knock it away.
Yeah, got right up over the top of him and got that hand and knocked it down.
Intended receiver that time was Kanan Vincent. Second down and 10. 1 wide out to the right side. 3 men tight to the formation on the left side. Here's a give to Richardson around the left end, and he is going to get swallowed up as soon as he takes the handoff. That's Keaven Massey that met him in the backfield.
Keaven was quick on the spot there. First tackle of him, 6'1", 240 senior.
Be a loss of 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 14 now. Actually a loss of 5 as they move the ball back to the 46. 3rd down and 15.
Massey brings a whole lot of speed to that defensive line. He is quick.
8:17 to go in this Campbell Myers and Rutledge first quarter. Scotty's on top, 7-0. 2 wide outs right, 1 left. Dockery and pistol. Richardson is the running back. Dockery to throw. Looking over the middle. The pass going to be caught by an open receiver. It will not be enough for a first down. The player going to be ruled down at the 43-yard line, it looks like. Kanan Vincent was the receiver that made the catch. That'll bring up 4th down and 4 for Butler County. And they are at the Glasgow 43. So as of now, the offense going to stay on the field. We'll see if the Bears try to get the Scotties to jump again or if they actually snap this football. 2 receivers go wide each way. Dockery in pistol. Running back, I believe, is Robbins this time.
Doesn't look like they're going to snap it.
4-man front here for the Scotties.
Well,
they do snap it on 4th and 4. Setting up a screen. Pass going to be nearly intercepted.
Ooh.
Boy, Trey Smith had that ball in his hands and just could not haul it in. But either way, the Bears will turn it over on downs. It'll be Glasgow football, 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. And folks who are watching us on our video feed, I'm getting all kinds of messages. We do realize that the video feed is choppy a little bit, but it's out of our control. It has to do with the internet speed here at Butler County, so we're doing the best we can with it. So just hang in there with us. Hudson Gum in shotgun formation, the backs in the I formation on the left side of him. He'll give this off to Bull. Cam going to go up the middle, now bounces to the outside. He's across the 50, and he'll go down in Butler County territory close to a first down.
Like number 6 on that tackle, that will be Kevin Robbins. That will be his first. He is a junior.
Pickup of 11 yards to the 46, so it is a first down for the Scotties.
Yeah, this is another big, good, hard run by Campbell. Every time he runs it, though, he runs it hard. That time off tackle on the right side.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Gum again in shotgun, backs in an I formation. Bull dots the I. Franklin is the fullback. Hudson fakes the pitch, under pressure, lets it go, looking for Martin. He's wide open. It is caught at the 15 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Oh, Jarek had him beat by about 10 yards, and the ball was thrown perfectly right in his hands.
So Hudson Gum has run for a touchdown, and now he's thrown for a touchdown. That is his 9th touchdown pass of the season. And for Jarek Martin, touchdown catch number 5 on the year, which leads the club. 46-yard touchdown pass that time from Gum to Martin. Jared Malagon on for the PAT with 6:35 to go in this Campbell Myers and Rutledge first quarter. Kick is up, and the kick is good. That Glasgow touchdown brought to you by Riley Dental Group. Scotty's now up 14-0, 6:35 remaining in the opening period. That drive for Glasgow, just 2 plays, took only 35 seconds, went 57 yards, and capped by that 46-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum to Jarek Martin.
Well,
the extra point good. Sorry, Larry. The extra point good for Jared Malagon, who on the season now, Jared is now 19 out of 22 on his PATs.
Yeah, and a couple of them wasn't his fault. It looks like the Scotties have come out and taking care of business early here. They haven't had any letdown yet.
So Malagon on to kick it away. Kick will be fielded at the 12-yard line. This is Steph on the return again. He's across the 15 and will not reach the 20 before he's met by a host of Glasgow tacklers.
Yeah, Jared, Trey Smith is the man that got there first. We'll give him credit for that tackle. 5'10", 170 senior.
First down and 10 for Butler. We'll see where they spot this ball. They will start at their own 18-yard line, it looks like. Dockery in pistol formation. Robbins the running back. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. And here's the give to Robbins up the middle, and not much. Maybe a yard.
Like number 52 on that tackle. That'll be Jordan Huffman. His first of the night, 6 foot 265 junior.
Two wideouts to each side this time. Robbins again the running back behind Dockery, who's in pistol. Give to Robbins again. He'll go off right tackle this time. He'll get a little bit more, but not much. Well, maybe not anymore. Got another yard, it looks like, to the 20, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Looks like Jordan Huffman again, along with Trey Smith on that tackle.
So 3rd and 8 here for the Bears at their own 20-yard line. 5:24 to go in this first quarter. Scotty's in front, 14-0. Dockery in shotgun this time. Low snap, but he handles it, throws over the middle. The pass going to be caught, but nowhere near a first down. That is Kanan Vincent on the catch, and he got sandwiched between 2 Glasgow tacklers.
Yeah, Trey Smith, the man that made the tackle, that's his 3rd already.
Pickup of 2 yards. Actually, really closer to 3 yards, I think, to the 23. But it's 4th down and 5 for the Bears, and looks like they're sending the punting unit in. Jalen Bradley will go back deep to receive the punt, standing right at midfield. Well, I don't know. They actually are not punting the ball. They've got their offense in there right now. Unless we're going to get a quick kick, and we may get one because Will Amos is standing back there, and he is the punter. But he's only got about a 5-yard drop from where the ball is set. Have to imagine he's just going to quick kick this thing. And he does, and it's a terrible kick.
Hit it right in the back.
Yeah, it's going to be Glasgow's football back at the 10-yard line. It hit one of his own players in the back and went backwards.
Yeah, he tried the rugby-style kick that time, rolled out to his right, kicked that ball just a little bit too late.
And he kicked it basically on the ground. Actually going to spot the ball at the 11. The punt will be a punt of minus 14 yards. Don't see that very often. 4:08 to go in the Campbell Myers and Rutledge first quarter. Scotty's already up 14-0, and with a great chance to get another one on the board here as they take this possession at the Butler County 11-yard line. Gum in shotgun. Campbell will set up to his left. You've got Moore and Jones wide to the right, Bradley and Martin wide to the left. 4-man front for the Bears. There goes Bradley in motion. They're going to give it off to Bull up the middle. Cam cuts upside, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Yeah, cut it right up the middle, right off the tail end of the center right there on the left side. It cut it in and then made a dart and cut outside and got the touchdown.
Scotties go up 20-0 now with 4:03 to go in this opening quarter. That Glasgow touchdown brought to you by Riley Dental Group. Jared Malagon on for his 3rd point after attempt of the season, or excuse me, of the game, I'm sorry. Snap is good, the hold is down, kick is good. It's now 21-0 Glasgow. That drive for the Scotties, 1 play, 11 yards after the bad punt by Butler County. Gave Glasgow great field position. It was an 11-yard touchdown run for Campbell, and the extra point added by Jared Malagon for a 21-0 Glasgow lead now with 4:03 to go in the first quarter of play for Campbell. That is his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Larry, did you get all the info you needed there?
What was the time? It wasn't very long, I know that.
5 seconds. Scotties have run 8 plays here and put 21 points on the board. Jared Malagon to kick this thing away.
That's called efficiency.
That is pretty efficient, yes, sir. Malagon gets a good foot into this one. High end-over-end kick, going to be fielded at the 12-yard line or so. That's Steph again. Started right, now goes back left, and he's going to get it across the 20 to around the 22, it looks like, before he's cut down.
Yeah, hard to get away from Trey Smith on a kickoff here. Grayson Bartley won. Trace made that one. That's his 4th tackle.
Return of 10 yards that time for Clay Steph.
What are we, 22?
Ball at the 22, Larry. Dockery in pistol. Richardson, the running back, behind him. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Robbins is the fullback. They're going to give it off to Richardson, and he is hit immediately as soon as he took the handoff.
I believe that was Jordan. I don't know. I think that was 52. Yeah, I believe that was Jordan Huffman, 52.
Loss of 3 on that play.
That's a 3rd tackle for Jordan in his first quarter.
2nd down, 13. Dockery in shotgun. Robbins sets to his right. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Dockery to throw over the middle. The pass going to be caught. And that is going to be, I think, enough for a Butler County first down. Kanan Vincent makes the catch.
Landon Martin on the tackle. That's his 2nd of the night. That's nice little play. The pattern just right across the middle right there, and he put it right in his hands.
The quarterback, Dockery, is just a freshman, but came into this game with some pretty good numbers. He's completed 60 of 99 passes for 885 yards, 13 touchdowns, but he has thrown 7 interceptions. 14-yard pickup there for a Butler County first down, so Bears have it now at their own 33, first down and 10. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Dockery to throw again, looking to the right side. Pass going to be incomplete. Intended that time for Drake Bratcher. Cam Bull was there on the coverage for the Scotties. Clock stopped with 2:54 remaining in this Campbell Myers Rutledge first quarter. Scotties lead it 21-0.
Yeah, Scotty's defense, what we're averaging 3 points a game.
Yep,
what
3.8 points per game is what they're giving up. Number 1 in the entire state, regardless of class, as far as points per game allowed. Dockery in shotgun. Robbins set up to his right, 2 receivers each way. Scotties look like they're coming on a blitz. Jathan Franklin's showing.
Oh,
and Butler County moved. That'll back them up 5 yards. It'll be second down and 15 now. Ball will be moved back to the 28-yard line.
He was probably going to get to the pass. He got a little anxious.
I think Vincent has caught every pass that has been completed so far, hasn't he, Bruce?
I'm not sure. I thought that's what you said.
Second down 15 here. Dockery in shotgun. 2 wide outs to each side. Robbins the running back. Scotty's again showing blitz. And here they come up the middle. Dockery lets it go, looking down the left sideline. Pass is going to be caught in Glasgow territory, and that is Caden Richardson on the catch that time. That'll be another Butler County first down with the ball now at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, nice, just a fly pattern down the left sideline there and threw it up. Grayson Bartley got turned around, had his back to him, and he made a really good catch.
30 yards on that pass completion from Dockery to Richardson. First time Butler County's been in Glasgow territory. They've got it first and 10 at the Glasgow 43. 2 receivers each way. Dockery to throw. Pass going to be caught, and the receiver goes down where he catches it. That's Drake Bratcher at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, another pass down about 8 yards and a little hook in there.
And a timeout taken here by the Scotties is, I'm guessing Coach Jackson Arnett is not very happy about the way Butler County is moving this ball on the drive through the air, Larry.
Well, 3 straight. Was that 3 straight completions? 3.
This timeout brought to you by the People's Bank. Chase, are you hearing much of anything going on down there on the sideline?
I would say your assumptions of Coach Arnett not being happy are very true, Joe. He's not very happy. 3 straight completions. They're driving down the field. I think this is about the same time in the Allen County game he got upset in the first quarter, and he called that timeout, and they got a defensive stand down here, so hopefully it happens again.
That's a good point, Chase. I think you're right. .2:19 to go in the opening quarter of play. This quarter brought to you by Campbell Myers and Rutledge. Scotties lead it 21-0, but Butler County is driving here. They've got the ball. Second down and 2 at the Glasgow 34.
Just the first time they've been in our territory? I think
it is, yes, sir. Bears will have trips to the right side, a single wide out to the left. Actually, 2 wide outs to the left. It's an empty backfield for Dockery, who's in shotgun. 4-man front for the Scotties. Here's the snap. Dockery looking to the right side. He'll throw. Pass going to be incomplete. Jalen Bradley got a hand on it to knock it away. Both he and Landon Martin were there defensively for the Scotties. Trying to pick up the number of the intended receiver, but can't get it right now. Oh, it's Richardson. Caden Richardson was the intended target.
Yeah, they are hard to see, those numbers. You have to get them perfectly right at you before you can see them.
So third down and 2 here for the Bears. Certainly 4-down territory. 3 men wide right, 1 left. Dockery again in pistol. Robbins the running back. Dockery fakes the handoff, keeps it around the right end. He's going to be taken down from behind, short of his first down. Got back to the line of scrimmage, and I think that's it.
Well, that was Kavion Massey. That's his second.
It'll be 4th down and 2 for the Bears. Obviously, they will go for this at the Glasgow 34-yard line. Scotties lead it 21-0 with 1:50 to go in this opening quarter.
Yeah, probably going to throw it. Probably won't throw it deep, but probably going to throw it.
That's certainly where they've had all the success on this drive.
Probably just a little look in here or something.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Dockery in shotgun. Robbins lined up to his left. There's the snap. Scotty's coming on pressure, and they get the pass completed over the middle to the 31-yard line, and it will be enough for a first down. Drake Bratcher on the catch for the Bears.
Looks like Trey Smith with the tackle. That's number 5 for him. There was just a little, they had 3 receivers to the right, and the middle one just went right straight across the middle, and he hit him perfectly with it.
Butler County may have something in Dockery in a year or two. He's just a freshman right now. 2 receivers each way. Dockery in shotgun. Rolling out to the left side, wanting to throw again. Looking down the field, he'll let it go, and out of bounds, nobody in the area. He was just throwing that ball away. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Scotties are not getting a whole lot of pressure on him when he goes back to pass. We have a couple of times, but for the most part, we're not getting after him very well.
2nd and 10 for the Bears at the Glasgow 31. Twin wideouts to each side. Dockery in pistol. Robbins is the running back. Taking a while to get this one off. Now they do get it snapped. Dockery rolling right now. He's going to run with it. He's got the 30. He's got the 25, and he will go down around the 23-yard line, I think. Going to be just shy of the first down.
Yeah, Jalen Bradley with his first tackle of the night, 5'10", 145 junior.
It'll be 3rd down and 2 here. Pickup of 8 yards to the 23. Again, if the Bears don't get it here, certainly they'll go for it on 4th down. 2 wideouts each side. Dockery in pistol. Trying to draw the Scotties off sides with a hard count. They do not jump. Robbins is the running back. Dockery looking over here at the sideline. Now has the play call. Now they'll switch up the formation a bit as the 2 wideouts on each side will come in tight to the formation. Dockery to throw. Looking left side. Man open in the flat, but he cannot make the catch. That was Kevin Robbins on the attempt anyway to make the catch, but could not haul it in. He was open in the flat.
He was. They lined up everybody, brought everybody in tight, and then let the line come through and then try to dump it off to the running back.
So it'll be 4th down and 2 now for the Bears. They've already converted 1 4th down on this drive. They'll attempt to convert another. Ball at the Glasgow 23. 0.8 of a second remaining in this opening quarter, so this will be the final play of the Campbell Myers and Rutledge first quarter. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Dockery on 4th down and 2. He's in shotgun. Dockery to throw, pumps, now lets it go. Pass going to be caught at the 15, and the receiver down inside the 10-yard line, or maybe right at the 10-yard line. The Scotty defender went for the interception and did not make the play, and that left the receiver wide open.
I think it was Jalen Bradley who went for the interception, didn't make it. Trey Smith had to make his 6th tackle.
21-0 lead for Butler County as we come to the end of this Campbell Myers and Rutledge first quarter. 21-0 lead for Glasgow, I should say, over Butler County. You're listening to Glasgow football here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. Glasgow 10-yard line. Scotty's lead 21-0 as we get this second quarter underway. This quarter brought to you by CRS Construction.
All right, let's see if the Scotties can hold them here first and goal.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Dockery in shotgun. Quick throw out here to Richardson. He catches it behind the line of scrimmage, and he'll go down right at the line of scrimmage, I think. Maybe a half yard, but I don't think they'll even give him that. They'll put it right back down at the 10.
Landon Martin, 3rd tackle for him.
Chase. Coach Arnett had the Scotties doing a little calisthenics there between quarters, didn't he?
Yeah.
Not very happy, I would say.
I'm going to say not very happy down here. Coach Jack Heron's on defense.
Thank you, Chase. Shotgun formation here again for Dockery. He drops the shotgun snap, picks it back up, now rolling out, running away from pressure. He'll throw into the end zone, pass is caught. That's a Butler County touchdown with 11-12 to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, probably right in between Jared Martin and Jalen Bradley for the touchdown.
And Butler County drives down the field and picks up a touchdown on the play.
Who caught the pass?
That's a good question. I could not pick up the number. Who caught that pass, guy? Kanan Vincent makes that catch for the touchdown, his 4th touchdown reception of the season. And now Will Amos on to try the PAT. He's 2 for 3 on the year on his point after attempts. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's blocked. Couldn't tell who got a hand on it, but somebody for the Scotties did. It might have been Kievan Massey, but can't swear to that. 21-6, Glasgow leads with 11-12 to go in this first half of play. Let's take a look at the stats through that first quarter for you. 6 first downs for each ball club. Scotties had 50 yards rushing, 57 passing, a total of 107. Butler County 9 rushing, 82 passing, a total of 91. Neither team turned the ball over in that first quarter. Scotties penalized once for 5 yards. Same for Butler County, 1 penalty for 5 yards. Glasgow had it for 8 plays, 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Butler County 18 plays, 9 minutes and 45 seconds.
Did I kick something out? Here you go, Bruce.
Run that underneath you there, Bruce. We're having to run a line here for the PA. Amos will have his kick go off the side of his foot and will be recovered by Grayson Bartley at the 49-yard line of Glasgow. So another great field position start here for the Scotties. They'll start at their own 49, 11-10 to go in this second quarter. That drive for Butler County, 10 plays. It went 89 yards and a 12-yard touchdown pass from Dockery to Kanan Vincent. The extra point is no good. It was blocked. Scotties lead 21-6.
All right. They're going to have to stop the pass. We said they had to stop the run, but the pass has been the best thing for Butler County tonight.
We stopped the run, but Butler County ate us up with the passing game on that drive. 3 receivers left for the Scotties, 1 to the right. Gum in shotgun. Bulls the running back. Fake to him. Here's a wide receiver screen set up to Bradley. He's got the 45 to 40. Yeah. He is gone. Nobody's catching him at the 15, 10-5, end zone, touchdown Scotties.
Yeah, just a little screen pass off to the left side, or a little hitch pattern, and he just split the receivers. When Jalen Bradley gets in the open, you're not going to catch him.
That is a 51-yard pass play from Hudson Gum to Jalen Bradley. Jalen now with his 4th touchdown reception of the season. For Hudson Gum, his 2nd touchdown pass of the night and his 10th of the year now. Jared Malagon on for the PAT. England gets the snap down. The kick is up, and it is good. We'll stay right here again with 11 minutes to go in this first half of play. Scotties now lead at 28-6. Thank our sponsors here on WCLU for Glasgow football. They are Don Franklin Auto, the Glasgow Electric Plant Board, Hardee's, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers, Kuzma Family Dentistry, McDonald's of Glasgow, South Central Rural Telephone Cooperative, The People's Bank, TJ Regional Health. Glasgow football also brought to you by Campbell Myers and Rutledge CPAs, Colton Steakhouse and Grill, Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, Riley Dental Group, CRS Construction, Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, and Scooters Coffee. So that drive for Glasgow, one play, 51 yards, 10 seconds. Scotties have had scoring drives of 1:35, 35, 5 seconds, and now 10 seconds. Did you get all that, Larry?
I got it.
Okay. Malagon's kick is away. It'll be fielded at the 14-yard line. This is Steph on the return. He comes across the 15, and that's all he's going to get. Boy, way too much hesitation by Steph that time. And he will not even get back to the 20-yard line.
Was that 26 or 28? Can't pick it up right now.
I would guess 26, Larry. But
I think so. I think it was Brad Smith. 5'9", 140 sophomore, first tackle of the night.
It was a 2-yard return, 1st and 10 for the Bears. We'll see what kind of adjustments the Scotties make on defense here. Butler County obviously found something through the passing game on that last drive. Dockery in shotgun with 2 receivers each way. Robbins is the running back, set up to his right. Dockery gives the hard count. Scotties do not jump. Dockery finally snaps. It's a low snap. He handles it, though. Going to throw over the middle, looking down the left side. Pass going to be nearly picked off. Jarek Martin was right there step for step with the intended target, Caden Richardson. And Jarek got his hands on it, but could not quite haul it in.
He did. Jarek jumped right up over the top of him. Almost brought that thing in. Landon Martin was coming across, and Jarek just jumped up high and knocked it down.
Second down and 10 from the 16.
That's what he does well.
It is.
Jump.
Yep. He is an athlete. Two wideouts each way for the Bears. Dockery in pistol. Robbins the running back. Fake to him. Dockery keeps it around the left end. Scotty's come up to meet him after a very short gain.
Yeah, Grayson Bartley there to meet him. Got a hand on him and got him down. This is his 3rd tackle.
Be a pickup of 2 yards, it looks like, to the 18. 3rd down and 8 for the Bears. $10:16 to go in this second quarter, brought to you by CRS Construction. Dockery and pistol. Robbins the running back. You have trips to the right side, a single wide out to the left. Dockery looking over the middle. Pass going to be caught right around the 26 or 27-yard line. Going to be close to a 1st down. That was Kanan Vincent again on the catch.
There's Landon Martin, I believe, on the tackle. That's
and that will be enough, I believe, for another Butler County 1st down. Well, they've not moved the chains yet. I thought it was.
That's Landon's 4th tackle.
Still haven't moved the chains.
They have down.
Okay, now they're moving them.
They're just eating that middle up. He's just dropping back, and you got the receivers running right across the middle, and I don't think he's missed but 1 or 2.
2 wideouts each way. Dockery and pistol. Robbins again the running back. Here's a give to Robbins, and he'll go nowhere.
He got nowhere that time.
Scotty's continued to shut the run game down for the Bears.
I think it was Jordan Huffman again. He's having a good night. That's Jordan's 4th tackle of this 1st half.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Bears at their own 27. Glasgow on top, 28-6. 8:49 to go until halftime. Trips to the far side, a single wide out to the near side of the field. Dockery in pistol. Rolling out, trying to get away from Massey. He'll throw it away, and that should be intentional grounding. He was not outside the tackle box, it didn't look like, but they may say he was. It was close.
Massey is the man that put the pressure on him and made him throw it away.
The other question is, did he get it to the line of scrimmage? It didn't look like it did.
Maybe just across it. I don't know.
Either way, it's no penalty. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
That's what you got to do to a quarterback. You got to get after him. You got to get pressure on him. And Kavion Massey did that.
Bears will send 3 men wide to the right, 1 to the left. Actually, now 2 will come to the left. It'll leave an empty backfield for Dockery. Dockery in shotgun. 3rd down and 10 here. Dockery has time. Now rolls out here to the near side. Going to try to run with it, and he will be shut down quickly by Ashton Page.
Number 29, Ashton Page. That's his first tackle of the night. 5'10", 155 senior.
That is going to be a loss on the play to the 24-yard line, I think. It'll be a loss of 3, so 4th down and 13 now, and here comes the punting unit in for the Bears. Jalen Bradley going back deep for the Scotties, standing just beyond midfield. That's Will Amos in to kick it away. It's a low kick. It'll bounce at the 45. Fielded on that one bounce by Bradley. He's got the 50, the 45, the 40. And tried to put his foot in the ground to cut back to the left, and his foot slipped out from underneath him. Otherwise, he may have had a lot more yardage there.
He had a man bearing down on him, but it was a little guy. I don't know whether he's going to get him down or not.
So the return will go to the Butler County 39-yard line. A return of 14 yards there for Jalen Bradley. Scotties take the ball back, leading 28-6 with 8:15 to go. In this CRS Construction second quarter, it was a 29-yard punt for Amos.
Yeah, good opportunity to put another one. Go short field, 39 yards.
2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. Scotties have scored very quickly on pretty much every possession they've had. Gum in shotgun with a back on either side of him. Here's a give to Bradley. Jalen trying to get around the left end. Gets a good block from Bull. Now turns the corner. He's got the 35, the 30. Down the sideline he goes, inside the 25 and inside the 20. Down around the 15. That'll be a Glasgow first down. Let's see where they spot this ball. It was on the far sideline, so it's kind of difficult to see where they put him out.
Looks like number 44, Benjamin Clark, made that tackle. He is a senior.
It is right at the 15-yard line. A 24-yard pickup on that carry for Jalen Bradley. It was Bradley on the carry, Bruce. Here is Bull on the carry now. He'll take it across the 10, across the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Yeah, darted inside and then just broke outside and got to the sideline and got the touchdown.
Cam Bull getting his second touchdown run of the night. Glasgow goes up 34-6. Jared Malagon on for the PAT. Good snap from Hudson Gum. England gets the hold down. Kick is up by Malagon, and it is good as well. So we'll take the timeout now. Glasgow leads 35-6 with 7:47 to go in this CRS Construction second quarter. You're listening to Glasgow Football on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie. It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
In the CRS Construction second quarter, that drive for the Scotties, 3 plays, 39 yards, took just 28 seconds. And Cam Bull scores on a 15-yard touchdown run. Jared Malagon's extra point good, 35-6 Glasgow. That Glasgow touchdown was brought to you by Riley Dental Group. Malagon to kick it away. Steph waiting on it. He'll field at the 11. Comes across the 15, the 20. And 25, and he'll go down around the 27-yard line.
Trey Smith again on the tackle. That's number 7 for him in this first half.
Return of 16 yards there for Clay Steff. And a timeout going to be taken by Butler County. We'll stay right here during this timeout. This timeout brought to you by the People's Bank. Take a look at some scores for you that have come in around the area here. Somerset leading Clinton County 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. It's Hart County over Adair County 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Warren East and Allen County Scottsville scoreless at the end of the first quarter. Franklin Simpson on top of Callaway County 14-0 after 1 quarter of play. Few games were played last night. Of course, the Barron County Trojans lost a heartbreaker to Greenwood. And Trojans played well in that game, but Greenwood came up with a few big plays which hurt Barron County, and Trojans lost one. I'm sure they felt like they could have won last night.
Yeah, they could have. I watched a little bit of it. I didn't get to see it all, but it was, you know, they had, I think it was 17-14, I think, and then they scored one late touchdown.
So Butler County will have this football first down and 10 at their own 28-yard line to start this drive. Scotties lead 35-6. Each team has used one timeout here in the first half. Dockery will send 2 receivers wide each way. Robbins, the running back, Dockery in pistol. 3 down linemen for the Scotties. Dockery to throw. Looking left side, pass going to be caught at the 35-yard line. That is Carson Davis on the catch. They'll rule him out at the 36. So it's going to be a pickup of 7 yards, second down, 3 coming up.
Grayson Bartley on the tackle, number 4 for him.
Again, if you're watching on the live stream, we do realize the video is a little bit choppy. It's out of our control. Unfortunately, we don't have great internet speed here at Butler County, so that is the issue.
We jumped off sides.
Scotties are called for jumping off sides there, as Larry just told you, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty on Glasgow and move the football to the 41-yard line. It will be another first down.
I think we know what Coach Arnett will talk about at halftime, Joe.
Yeah, they've given him some talking points for sure on the defensive side of the football, which has really been the best side of the football all season for the Scotties. So it's a little surprising to see Butler County doing the damage they're doing right here. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the right. Dockery in shotgun, empty backfield. Scotty's coming on a blitz. Dockery throws, pass intercepted by Grayson Bartley. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, end zone, touchdown Scotties.
Well, they underthrew that one just a little bit, and Grayson Bartley was there and picked it right off the ground and took it the distance for the touchdown.
Scotties jump up by a score of 41-6 now with 6:44 to go in the first half of play. That Glasgow touchdown brought to you by Riley Dental Group. Right around a 40-yard interception return there for Grayson Bartley. Bruce says officially it's going to be a 37-yard interception return. Jared Maligon on for the PAT. Got underneath that one, but it goes way up in the sky, but does go through the uprights, and so the Scotties will now jump up to a 42-6 lead, and that will be a running clock for the rest of this ball game with 6:44 to go in the first half of play. Once you have a 35-point lead at any point in the game in high school in Kentucky, it will be a running clock. The clock will stop for very few things as we go out throughout the rest of the night here. Well, Chase, that pick 6 by Grayson Bartley might make up for some of the things that Coach Jackson Arnett was going to talk to that defense about at halftime, you think?
Yeah, and it's also going to give these younger guys some reps, too, from here on out as well. I think that's what Coach Arnett wanted from the get-go of this game with.
That's exactly right. Wanted to get the starters out as quickly as possible. With fall break coming up next week, it gives the Scotties an opportunity to get these kids a little extra rest.
How far was it? Interception return?
37 yards, Larry.
37.
Malagon gets the kick away, and it'll go into the end zone just barely. Boy, that thing looked like a sandwich. It hit about the 4 or 5 yard line and almost stopped before it got into the end zone, but it will be a touchback for Jared Malagon. That's his 4th touchback of the season. So Butler County will take over 1st down and 10. Should the clock be running? Wondering why the officials have not started the clock here. It should be a running clock, but they have not started it. 6:44 to go in the first half of play. Glasgow leading 42-6. Two wideouts each way. Dockery in pistol formation. Robbins, the running back, behind him. Here's a give to Robbins. He's going to run into a wall of white jerseys at the line of scrimmage.
Looks like big number 51. That will be Manny Soto. His first tackle of the night. 6'2", 305 sophomore.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Two receivers to each side. Dockery in shotgun with Robbins set up to his right. Here's the snap. Dockery has time. Now rolls out. He'll try to run with it. And he'll get a couple, maybe 3. Got to the 23, so it will be a 3-yard pickup.
Grayson Bartley on the tackle, number 5 for him to go along with that big interception.
3rd down and 7 now for Butler County. 5:25 left in this CRS Construction 2nd quarter. Glasgow leads 42-6. Richardson, the running back now, behind Dockery. 3 men wide right, 1 to the left. Dockery to throw. Under pressure, rolls out, and he is going to go down, sacked back around the 16-yard line.
Well, Grayson Bartley just took his man that's trying to block him and just bulldogged him right into the quarterback. So we'll give him the sack.
And a flag is thrown just now. He just dropped the flag right where the play ended. I have no idea what this could be. That was way after the play ended.
It's going to be against us, it looks like.
Helmet to helmet would be the only thing I could see, but that was...
Well, Chase, I don't know. We'll wait and see. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty, it looks like, but I have no idea what this could be. The flag was just dropped by the official where the play ended way after the play came to an end.
Personal foul.
Personal foul, helmet to helmet called against Glasgow. Well,
Chase is right.
Okay. That was an extremely late flag, but I think that's what Jackson Arnett's asking too. So it will be a 1st down for Butler County as it moves the football out to the 32-yard line.
It doesn't wipe out the sack, or does it? No, the sack stands, right?
Yep, sack stands, yep.
So that's automatic.
First down and 10 for the Bears. I guess that would wipe out the sack, Larry, because that play doesn't count. It's the penalty was not a dead ball penalty, so I guess that does have to wipe out the sack. So, sorry, Grayson, we got to take that away. And what do we have, an official timeout here? I don't know what the delay is.
All cheer clinic participants and parents meet down by the track at about the 2-minute mark.
Football is spotted at the 32-yard line.
Participants and parents meet on the concession side of the track at about the 2-minute mark.
There was a player that was injured for Butler County, and I think that was Dockery, the quarterback. So he has come out of the ball game. He's on the sideline now. So we'll see who goes in at quarterback. It looks like it's going to be Carson Davis playing quarterback for the Bears. He'll set up in shotgun. Dockery to his, Robbins to his left. Now Davis to throw over the middle. Pass going to be caught at the 35-yard line. It's dropped. Actually, a good hit that time by Trey Smith to knock that ball loose.
Yeah, good hit. Timed it just perfectly. It hit his hands. He knocked it away.
Kanan Vincent, who was the intended target. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Bears at their own 32. Of course, the clock was running through all of that injury time out there, so we're all the way down to 2 minutes to go until halftime. Glasgow leads 42-6. Three receivers go right, one to the left. Davis in shotgun. Robbins set up to his left. Low shotgun snap. Davis picks it up, throws right side. Pass going to be incomplete. He was looking for Richardson over there on the far sideline.
Yeah, didn't have much time to get that one off. Somebody right in his face.
A bad shotgun snap threw the timing off right from the beginning. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Bears. 1:19 left until halftime. The second quarter brought to you by CRS Construction. Stay tuned for our SCRTC halftime show, where we'll take a look at the halftime stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. Bruce says the Scotties on the offensive side have 10 first downs on 12 plays. Scotties have had very quick scoring drives in this first half. Larry will go through that drive chart for you at halftime. Dockery in pistol. That's Davis in pistol. Drops back to throw over the middle. Pass incomplete. Trey Smith with the hit. Intended target was Drake Bratcher.
Yeah, the ball was just a little high overthrown anyway. I don't think he was going to be able to catch that ball.
And that will likely be the final play of the half as we're down inside of 20 seconds. The clock is continuing to run, again, despite the incomplete pass. And both teams just standing around, so that will be the end of the first half. We'll get Chase Landrum to get a quick word with Glasgow head coach Jackson Arnett before he takes his team down to the left end zone. Chase, take it away whenever you've got Coach Arnett.
All right, I have Coach Arnett here, 42-6 lead here at the half. Coach, give me your first half thoughts.
Defense wasn't playing very good. I mean, we couldn't get off the field. We cleaned it up, but we got to shore up our pass coverage and stuff. Offense is humming. They're doing a good job, but we got to shore up the defensive side. You know, we had to up down them a little bit there at a timeout, or in the middle of the quarter. But they're playing hard. You know, it's one of those deals. We're going to let Hudson come out in the second half and throw it just a little bit, and then we're going to get Trace in there and let him go and just see what these young guys can do.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Chase, thank you very much, sir. Your halftime score, Glasgow 42, Butler County 6. And when we come back with the SCRTC halftime show, we'll take a look at those halftime stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. You're listening to Glasgow football here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638, located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
And it all comes down to this moment. There's only one roll left. Let's see what happens. And Michael wins the face-off. He used the old misdirection trick. Well, now that he's eating the roll, let's wait for his reaction. It's good! Do you want a free lunch for two at Colton's? Listen to WHHT between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the week for a chance to win.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you. Chase Landrum, our sideline reporter. Welcome back here to Morgantown at Butler County High School, where the Scotties have a 42-6 lead over the Butler County Bears and put a running clock on Butler County about midway through that second quarter. And Larry, with the exception of that one drive where Butler County found something in the passing game, it's been a pretty good performance by the Scotties, obviously.
Yeah, little quarterback Dockery for Butler County. He got on a roll and got 10 plays and put them in the end zone there and made some good throws. And they had some receivers wide open. Glasgow's defense just couldn't find the answer for it on that drive. We weren't getting much pressure on the quarterback either. During that time.
That got a little bit better after that drive,
yes.
For sure. Yep. Pass along some scores to you before we turn things over to Larry and Bruce for the halftime stats. Let's see. We have Hart County over Adair County, only 14-7 at halftime. That's a bit of a surprise. You thought Hart County would handle Adair a little bit better. Oh, wait a minute. Now it's corrected. 14-0 at halftime. Hart County leads Adair County. Greene County over Metcalfe County at halftime, 22-14. You've got LaRue County over Edmondson County, 21-0 in the third quarter. Glasgow, of course, will have their bye week next week, but the next opponent will be LaRue County, who looks to be a decent district opponent. We'll see if they can present the Scotties with a challenge. You've got Warren East leading Allen County Scottsville 8-6. That is at halftime, and that's all we've got so far. Here in our game, it's Glasgow 42, Butler County 6 on the SCRTC halftime show. Time now to take a look at the McDonald's halftime stats. And for that, we'll turn things over to Larry and Bruce. Larry?
Okay, thank you, Joe. We got the opening coin toss, as we have the last 3 or 4 games, I think. And we always decide to take a football. We did this time. The kickoff was at the Butler County 49-yard line. And Glasgow went on a 5-play drive, 49 yards, took 1:35 off the clock. Hudson Gum went over, he faked it into the middle and took it around right in and went all the way in for the touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown run for Hudson Gum. The kick by Jared Malagon was good, and Glasgow led 7-0 with 10:25 to go in the first quarter. The Scotties would stop Butler County on downs on their next possession, and they would take over at Glasgow's 43-yard line at 7:10 of the first quarter. Only 2 plays to put it in the end zone. 2 plays, 57 yards. Took 35 seconds off the clock. Jarrett Martin, a 46-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum. Malagon kicked the extra point again, and it was 14-0 with 6:35 to go in the first quarter. Butler County would punt on their next possession, and that would set Glasgow up nicely as the punter tried a rugby-style kick, and he got too far into the line, I think, and he kicked it, and it hit one of his linemen and bounced back, and Glasgow would take over at Butler County's 11-yard line with 4:08 to go in the first quarter. It only took them 1 play to put it in the end zone. 1 play, 11 yards, took 5 seconds off the clock. Cam Bull with his first touchdown of the night, a 11-yard run, as I said. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 21-0, and that's how the first quarter would end. The next possession by Butler County was their best of the night, as they found little seams in the passing game and made some good throws. They took over on their own 22-yard line. They went on a 10-play, 89-yard drive, took 4:51 off the clock. Kanan Vincent with a 12-yard touchdown pass from Brody Dockery for the TD. The kick was blocked, as I couldn't tell who got a hand on it, but it was blocked in the interior of the line. And Glasgow led at that point 21-6. Glasgow's next possession would start at their own 49-yard line at 11:10 of the second quarter. It only took them 1 play to put it in the end zone again. A 1-play, 51-yard drive. Took 10 seconds off the block. Jalen Bradley with a 51-yard pass from Hudson Gum for the TD. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point. 28-6 in favor of the Scotties with 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. The Scotties would make Butler County punt on their next possession. That would set the Scotties up at Butler County's 39-yard line. Great field position at 8:15 of the second quarter. From there, they went on a 3-play, 39-yard drive. Only took 28 seconds off the clock. Cam Bull went over from 15 yards out for the touchdown. Jared Malagon with the extra point, and Glasgow led 35-6. Butler County would try to do what they did in the last possession as they went before the punt. As they went 10 plays, Dockery went back to pass, and this time it was intercepted by Grayson Bartley. He took it 37 yards for the touchdown. I think that's our 5th interception run back for a touchdown this year. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and it's 42-6 in favor of the Scotties with 6:44 to go in the third quarter, and we had the running clock from that point on. And Butler County would get the football one more time, but time would run out in the half. So at halftime, the score, the Scotties leaded here 42-6 in their big district game here for Glasgow and Butler County. Bruce?
Thank you, Larry. Larry told you to score 42-6 in favor of the Scotties here after one half. First downs, each team had 10. Butler County had 11 yards on the ground, 108 through the air for a total of 119. Scotties rushed for 89. They passed for 108 for a total of 197. Only 1 turnover in the first half. Butler County fumbled once, got it back. They did throw an interception. Glasgow did not have a turnover. Butler County is penalized 1 time for 5 yards. Glasgow 3 times for 25 yards. The Bears ran 36 plays in that first half for 21 minutes and 7 seconds of clock time. The Scotties had 12 offensive plays in that first half using 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Individually in the first half, for the Bears, their leading rusher was their quarterback, Brody Dockery, with 10 yards on 5 carries. Kevin Robbins had 9 yards on 5 carries, and Caden Richardson carried it 3 times for a -8. Dockery was 11 of 20 passing for 108 yards and 1 touchdown. He did throw an interception. Carson Davis came in after Dockery got hurt there late in the half. He was 0 for 3. Leading receiver was Kanan Vinson with 47 yards on 4 catches. He scored their lone touchdown, had a long of 14. Caden Richardson had 41 yards on 3 receptions with a long of 30. Drake Bratcher had 24 yards on 3 receptions with a long of 13. And Carson Davis had 1 catch for 7 yards. Will Amos punted 2 times in that first half for 44 yards. That's a 22-yard average with a long of 29. Well, no, I made a mistake on that, Joe. I gave him 14 on that one. It was a -14, I believe. I better add that up again because I remember that. So that was a net of 15 yards.
Hit his own player in the back.
Yeah, he had a net of 15 yards. He had a long of 29, but that gives him an average of 7.5 yards in that first half with a long of 29. For the Scotties in the first half, offensively leading rusher for the Scotties is Cam Bull with 40 yards on 4 rushes. He picked up 2 touchdowns, had a long of 15. Jaden Bradley had 24 yards on 1 carry. Hudson Gum had 1 carry for 20 yards and a score, and Cabron Jones carried it 1 time for 15 yards. Hudson was 3 of 4 passing for 108 yards and 2 touchdowns. His leading receiver was Jaden Bradley with 51 yards and a touchdown on 1 catch. Jarek Martin had 46 yards on 1 catch and a touchdown, and Cabron Jones had the other catch, and that went for 11 yards. So here at halftime, it's the Scotties 42, the Butler County Bears 6. We'll return for the second half with a running clock after this 3-minute timeout on WCLU Blue 103.1. This has been your SCRTC halftime show, and this is your McDonald's Stats.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939. SCRTC Connect is the ultimate Wi-Fi experience. Welcome home to reliable internet from SCRTC, your fiber optic provider. Create a tailored environment that allows you to take control of your Wi-Fi. Simple and intuitive features to keep your Wi-Fi network safe and at peak performance. Sign up for SCRTC Fiber Fast Internet today and download the ultimate Wi-Fi experience to take control of your internet. SCRTC Connect.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
WATC halftime show. Bruce and Larry just went through the McDonald's stats for you. So let's take a look at the upcoming week in sports at Glasgow High School. It's a rather light week because, of course, it is fall break next week. So let's talk about what we do have, and that is for the boys and girls soccer teams. They will be playing their district tournaments this weekend. The boys soccer team will open up with their first round game tomorrow. I believe they're playing Allen County Scottsville. The boys soccer team will play at 2 o'clock. And by the way, the district soccer tournament being held at Warren East this weekend. The Lady Scotties will play their first round game tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The boys championship will be at 5 o'clock on Sunday. The girls championship at 3 o'clock on Sunday. So good luck to both the girls and boys soccer teams in the district tournament. No matches at all for the volleyball team this week with fall break. The girls and boys golf teams, of course, the team seasons are over, but they had some individuals compete in the first round of the state tournament. The girls golf team had Harlow Bell competing on Monday in that first round of the state tournament, but she did not advance to the next round. But congratulations anyway to Harlow for making that state tournament. That is quite an accomplishment for that young lady. And the boys golf team, they had Griffin Jackson and Tate Pace that both competed in the first round of the state tournament on Tuesday. Unfortunately, neither one of those guys were able to advance to the next round either. But again, congratulations to Griffin and Tate for making it that far. Let me go through the rest of this, and I want to get Chase Landerman in here because Chase is the boys golf coach. I want to give him a chance to talk a little bit about how the golf season went this year. Cross-country team tomorrow in action with a meet at Davis County at the Davis County Classic. No freshman football or JV football games this upcoming week. No varsity football game next Friday night either. It is Glasgow's bye week. The next game for the Scotties will be 2 weeks from tonight as they will host LaRue County on October 17th at Hank Roy Stadium. Pre-game for that one at 6:30. Kickoff slated for 7 o'clock. Of course, you'll hear the broadcast right here on these same stations and on this same YouTube channel, on the Scotty channel on YouTube for our live stream. Chase, let's bring you in here real quick. Talk to me a little bit about how the boys' golf season went, and, did it go to your expectations this year?
Being first-year head coach, I was very pleased with the boys. I mean, we were looking at one day in the year, and that was the region tournament last week, and we come up a little short. What a lot of people don't know is we were one 15-footer away from a Bowling Green player from sending this team to semi-state, and he makes it. And we lose in the playoff. But if it's like I told everybody else, if you told me we'd have been in that position to start the day that last week, they shot me. I mean, they did. And I was very proud of each and every one of them.
Well, good deal.
Griffin and Tate had a tough day on Tuesday, but I lose Tate, and I lose Carter Hodges, and I lose Evan Templin. I bring back 3 of my top 5 from this last year. It's nothing but up from here. Tate was really good to the program, and Carter Hodges brought it all every day, and the same for Evan. So I'm proud of every kid on the team for what they did this year for sure.
I know you'll miss those seniors, but it sounds like you got a good core coming back. So good deal. Thank you, Chase, for that information. We are just about set to get this second half underway. Glasgow leading 42-6. And, Larry, this is the point where I typically ask you what Glasgow needs to do here in the second half. I think probably much the same thing we had said a couple of weeks ago against Adair County. Just don't get anybody hurt.
That's right. Don't get anybody hurt, and don't let them score any more points.
Well, we'll see. I have a feeling Glasgow's JV defense is going to be in there for the large majority of the second half. So we'll see how they fare against the varsity offense of Butler County. And the kickoff from Malagon going to go out of bounds right around the 3-yard line as Clay Steff alertly did not field it. He let it roll out of bounds. And so Butler County will have the football starting this drive at their own 35 after the illegal procedure penalty against Glasgow. We'll see if Dockery is back out there at quarterback for Butler County. He was injured late in the second quarter, and, yep, there he goes out there to the huddle right now.
He's the one that got sacked. He got hurt on that sack play.
He did. That's right. Dockery in pistol formation with a wide out each way. Going to give this off to the back, and I think that is Richardson on the carry. Let me make sure. He went nowhere. Yep, that is Caden Richardson on the carry.
Yeah. Jathan Franklin with the tackle. That's his first of the night, 5'9", 205 sophomore.
Loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11. Two wideouts each way. Robbins the running back. Dockery in pistol formation. 4 down linemen for the Scotties. Dockery wants to throw. Looking to the left side. Pass going to be picked off again by Grayson Bartley, his 2nd pick of the night. And he'll go down just about where he caught it at the 41-yard line. But 2 interceptions on the night for the senior linebacker, Grayson Bartley.
Hey, they just threw it right in.
Second one he's thrown tonight.
One more play.
First down and 10 for the Scotties as they'll take over at the Butler County 41. 2 wideouts each way. Varsity offense in the game on this first series. May not see him much after this. Here's a quick throw out to Martin at the 40. He's got the 30.
Oh, man.
He's got the 20. And he's got the 15. He's got the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties.
Boy, Jerry, when he caught that football, there was a couple guys looked like he might tackle him there about the 25-yard line, but he just turned on the afterburners and boom, he was gone.
48-6 now, Glasgow with 9:57 to go in this third quarter. This third quarter, by the way, brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Jared Maligon on for the PAT. That, by the way, was a 41-yard touchdown reception by Jarek Martin. That touchdown brought to you by Riley Dental Group. Here's the kick by Maligon. It is up, and it is good. And we're going to go ahead and take a timeout here since we've got a running clock. This quarter's going to go by pretty quickly, so let's take one while we can. 9:25 to go in this third quarter. 49-6, Glasgow leads it. You're listening to Glasgow football on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
And it all comes down to this moment. There's only one roll left. Let's see what happens. And Michael wins the face-off. He used the old misdirection trick. Well, now that he's eating the roll, let's wait for his reaction. It's good! Do you want a free lunch for 2 at Colton's? Listen to WHHT between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the week for a chance to win.
41-yard drive, 30 seconds, touchdown pass from Hudson Gum to Jarek Martin, the 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Hudson. He now has 11 on the season. Martin now with his 5th touchdown reception of the year. And the kick here going to be fielded back around the 10-yard line. And the returner out across the 25, and he'll go down before he can get to the 30. I think it was Clay Steff on the return, and it was.
Like number 26, Brad Smith again on the tackle on that kickoff. That's 2.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line, so a return of about 17 yards there for Steff.
What yard line we on?
Ball's at the 27. Dockery in pistol. Richardson behind him. Robbins set up to his left. Wide out to the right, 2 to the left. Dockery tries to hand it off. It's a fumble, and I think the Scotties got on it.
I believe it did. Let's see. Number 50.
59, Larry.
59. I can't call a name right offhand on 59, but it is Jay Johnson. He's a 5'8", 205 freshman.
Scotties had their JV defense in right there. Just some trouble on the exchange between the quarterback and running back. So Glasgow will start this drive at their own 23. 2 receivers each way. JV offense in the ball game here. Trace England in at quarterback. He'll pitch it out to Cabron Jones, trying to get around the right end. He's got the 20, he's got the 15, and he will be tackled right around the 14-yard line, I believe.
Took a while to get him down. Number 15, it looked like, on the tackle. Let me get my sheet over here.
Going to pull him down, put him down at the 16-yard line is where they'll put the ball down.
15 is Clayton Caldwell. That's his second tackle of the night.
Pickup of 7 yards there for Cabron Jones.
I look at my tackle sheet. I've only got 2, 4, 6, 7 tackles for him.
England will give to Jathan Franklin, the running back. He's inside the 10, inside the 5, and he'll go down shy of the goal line with a Glasgow first down. Ball going to be spotted at the 2-yard line, so a pickup of 14 yards there for Jathan Franklin.
Clay Steph on the tackle. It's his second.
Jathan's first carry of the night. First and goal, Glasgow at the 2-yard line. 3 men wide left, 1 wide to the right. England in shotgun, Franklin to his left. England has the snap. Butler coming on the blitz, got a great block from Franklin, but then England dropped the football. I think he got right back on it, though. Be a loss back to the 8-yard line, so a loss of 6. It'll be second and goal from there.
Yeah, they put a pretty good rush on him that time. He just bobbled that football, but he got right back on it.
Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. England in shotgun on second and goal from the 8-yard line. This third quarter brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. England hit as he throws, and it's incomplete.
Number 55 was the man that got in there, Xander Stokes. He's a senior for him. Got in there and hit his arm just as he threw the football.
4.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Glasgow leads 49-6. We've had a running clock in this one since about midway through the second quarter. 2 wide outs each way. England in shotgun. Franklin will set up to his left. Third and goal from the 8. Moore goes in motion, going to pitch it forward to him, trying to get to the corner. He does. He's got the 5, and he will go into the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties. Make it 55-6 Glasgow with 3:55 to go in the third period. Brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home.
Jeremiah Moore.
Yes, sir. 8-yard pass completion from Trace England to Jeremiah Moore. It was just a little shovel pass forward, so it does go down as a pass. England with the hold. Kick by Malagon is good. That Glasgow touchdown was brought to you by Riley Dental Group. 3:23 to go in the third period. 56-6 now. Scotty's on top. Bruce adding up the numbers on that drive right now. We'll let you know how that looked. Started at the 23-yard line, so it's a 23-yard drive. It took 5 plays, 3 minutes, and it was an 8-yard pass completion from Trace England to Jeremiah Moore. For Trace, that is his 3rd touchdown pass of the season. For Jeremiah, his 1st touchdown reception of the year. Good to see Jeremiah get in the end zone. He's done a good job at that wide receiver spot for the Scotties this year. He's made some tough catches. And this will be Levi Mann kicking it away here for the Scotties, it looks like. Levi, a freshman. Got a pretty good leg. At least we were watching him in warm-ups. End over end kick going to be fielded at the 20-yard line by Steph. He's across the 25 to 30, 35, 40, and out to the 45, maybe the 46-yard line. So Butler County will start in good field position here on this drive.
That's number 26 again on the tackle. It would be Brad Smith. That's 3 tackles for him in this game.
1st and 10 Bears at their own 46. 1:40 to go in this third quarter. This quarter brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. The running clock. Bears come to the line of scrimmage. Dockery in pistol formation. Richardson, the running back, behind him. Robbins to his right. Here's a give to Richardson. He'll take it off right tackle and get about 4 out near midfield to the 50, it looks like.
Number 29, Ashton Page on that tackle. That's number 2 for him.
Pick up of 4 yards. Richardson came in with 631 yards rushing on the season. He has -5 tonight. Scotty's at halftime had held Butler County to just 11 yards rushing in the first half. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Dockery again in pistol. He'll give to Richardson again. He'll go off left tackle this time. Runs into the back of one of his own blockers, and he's going to go down for a loss.
That's number 59 again. That will be Jay Johnson. That's his first tackle of the night, but he had that fumble recovery, 5'8", 205 freshman.
The loss of 4 back to the original line of scrimmage at the Butler County 46. And that will likely be the final play of the third quarter. As we're at 13 seconds. Butler County in no hurry to run one, so we'll go ahead and send it to a timeout here. It's Glasgow 56, Butler County 6, as this Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home third quarter comes to an end. We'll be back for the final 12 minutes after this. This is Glasgow football on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. Back here for the start of this fourth quarter, which is brought to you by Scooters Coffee. Glasgow leading Butler County 56-6 with a running clock in effect. Scotty's had 12 first downs through the first 3 quarters. Butler County 10. Glasgow 112 yards rushing, 167 passing, a total of 279. Butler County 10 yards rushing, 108 passing, a total of 118 through 3 quarters. Take a look at the rest of the stats after this play. Dockery in shotgun to throw under pressure, rolling away. Now he'll run with it. He's got the 45, the 50, the 45, and out of bounds at the 43-yard line for a Butler County first down in Glasgow territory.
Raylan Salzman on that tackle, his first of the night, 5'8", 130 freshman.
Scotty's yet to turn the ball over. Butler County with 3 of them, 2 interceptions, both by Grayson Bartley for the Scotties. They also lost a fumble. Glasgow only penalized 3 times for 25 yards in this one. Butler County just 1 for 5 yards. Scotties have only had 18 offensive plays in this game, and they have 56 points on the board. They've had the ball for 6 minutes and 23 seconds. Butler County, 42 offensive plays. They've had it for 29 minutes and 37 seconds. First down, 10 Bears at the Glasgow 43. Here's a give to Robbins. He's got a big hole. He's inside the 35, inside the 30, and down around the 28-yard line.
Jeremiah Moore on that tackle, 5'9", 165 senior. That's his first tackle of the night.
And moving back to the 29, Bruce, so let's get that fixed there on the stat sheet. First down and 10 for the Bears. Butler County driving here on the Glasgow JV defense. Dockery in shotgun, actually in pistol. He's got Robbins lined up behind him with 2 wideouts each way. Dockery to throw.
Oh, there was
Looking
a
up
hole.
the middle, that's a wounded duck, and it's going to be picked off by the Scotties at the 5. I think it was Brad Smith who made the interception, but let me make sure. Is it
Yes,
26,
it
Larry?
is, I believe. Yep.
So the interception there by Brad Smith, his first of the season, and the third interception thrown tonight by Butler County. And the Scotties will take over at the 7-yard line in their own territory, so a return of about 3 yards there for Brad Smith. Scotties take it with 9:54 to go in this final quarter. In this fourth quarter, brought to you by Scooters Coffee.
Where are we? On the
Ball at the 7, Larry.
7.
Trace England in shotgun. He'll put a man in motion. Going to pitch it forward to him. Again, that little shovel pass. Here's Cabron Jones. He's got the 25. He's got the 30. He is gone. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, end zone, touchdown Scotties.
That's 93 yards.
It'll go down as a pass play from Trace England to Cabron Jones. And the Scotties have put up 62 points with 9:15 to go in this game. And Glasgow will keep the offense on the field here, go for 2. England in shotgun. He's got a back on each side of him. Trace going to hand it off to Franklin. Jathan will power his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 64-6 now. Glasgow on top. 8:35 to go. We're going to take this timeout while we have an opportunity. You're listening to Glasgow football on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
Hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
One play, 93 yards, minute and 20 seconds because of the running clock. 93-yard what goes down as a pass, but it was really just a shovel pass as Cabron Jones came in motion in front of Trace England. He just pitched it forward to him, and Cabron did the rest, taking it 93 yards to the house. The 2-point run good for Jathan Franklin. Glasgow leads 64-6, 7:27 to go in the ball game. This fourth quarter brought to you by Scooters Coffee.
Yeah, Cabron Jones going to be a pretty good player one of these days, and he's already pretty good.
Steph Fields to the 20. He's got the 25 to 30, 35, and will be run out of bounds right around the 41-yard line, it appears.
That'd be Ashton Page with that run out of bounds. That's number 3 for him.
A return of roughly 20 yards there for Steph. First down and 10 for Butler County. Take over at their own 41-yard line. Bears have 2 men wide to the left, 1 to the right. Actually, reverse that. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's Dockery. He'll hand it off to Richardson up the middle. He's going to get to the 44, a gain of 3.
Number 23, Peyton Limley with the tackle. His first of the night. He's a senior, 5'10", 185.
Second down, 7 for the Bears, halfway through this final quarter. Stay tuned for our TJ Regional Health postgame show. We'll look at the Hardee's play of the game, the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance player of the game. We'll also look at our McDonald's final stats and have a chat, I should say, with head coach Jackson Arnett. Dockery in pistol formation. He'll give to Robbins. Goes off left tackle. Scotty's play it pretty well. He will fall forward for positive yardage to the 47-yard line, a gain of 3 more. It'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Number 23, Limley. Peyton Limley on the tackle again. That's number 2.
Our quarterback. 3rd down and 4 here for the Bears, with 2 receivers split out each way. Robbins, the running back, Dockery and Pistol. 4-man front for the Scotties. Here's a give to Robbins, goes up the middle with it. He'll have the 1st down inside, or across the 50, I should say, to the 46, maybe the 45-yard line in Glasgow territory.
That's number 23 again on the tackle. That's Peyton Limley. That's his 3rd in a row.
1st and 10 Bears at the Glasgow 45. Dockery in shotgun this time. He'll hand this off to Richardson on a sweep around the right end. He's got the 40, he's got the 35, and he'll be hit at the 30 and dragged down around the 28-yard line with another Butler County 1st down.
Number 0, Braylon Sossman, tackle number 2. Thought that looked like a 9 when he got up, but I said he can't be in the game.
1st and 10 Bears at the Glasgow 28. We're down to 3:43 to go in this one. This 4th quarter brought to you by Scooter's Coffee. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Dockery and Pistol again. He's got Richardson behind him. He'll hand it off to Richardson, goes up the middle with it, finds a nice hole. He's across the 25 and down to around the 21 or 20-yard line.
Number 25, Trace Barber on that tackle. That'll be his 1st tackle tonight, 5'8", 150 freshman.
Spotted at the 20. Well, now they'll back it up a yard to the 21. 2nd down and 3. Glasgow leads 64-6. Been all Glasgow right from the start here. Jumped out to a 21-0 lead and have never looked back. Here's a give to Robbins. He'll go up the middle with it. He's inside the 15, inside the 10, still on his feet as he drags several Glasgow tacklers down to around the 7. It'll be 1st and goal Butler County with 2:44 to go.
And number 12, Aiden Likens with that tackle, 5'8", 135 freshman.
1st and goal from the 7-yard line. The most points the Scotties have given up in any single game this year was 8. So Butler County threatening to put the most points up on the Scotties all season. Dockery in Pistol. He'll give it up to Richardson, goes up the middle with it. He's going to go down inside the 5, around the 2 it appears. Actually put him down at the 3-yard line.
There's number 0 again, Braylon Sossman. That's his 3rd tackle.
Minute 47 to go. 2nd and goal from the 3 for the Bears. Two receivers right, 1 to the left. Dockery in Pistol. Richardson is set up behind him as the running back. Going to pitch it to Robbins, and a great tackle that time. Who is that?
35.
Making that tackle
That's
there?
Lee Saka. Is that the way you pronounce it?
I believe. Saisha, I believe is how you'd say that.
5'8", 135, and a freshman. 1st tackle. Well, that's a nice one, too.
He most definitely saved a touchdown.
He did. Got it.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and goal from the 3.
Just got him by one of the legs and just flipped him.
Richardson will set up to the left of Dockery. He's in shotgun this time. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Going to hand this off to Richardson, trying to get around the right end. He will get close to the end zone. Did he get in? He did not. They're going to spot him just shy of the goal line with 40 seconds to play.
There's Sasha again with a tackle. Lee Sasha, second tackle.
Richardson. I mean, that ball is as close to the goal line as it can be without being across it. 4th and goal from the inches yard line here, and they'll give this off for the touchdown to Richardson. He goes up the middle with it for the score. So that'll make it Butler County trailing now 64-12, and that is going to be the final play of the game. But Butler County does put up 12 points, which is the most the Scotties have given up all season long in a single game. But that is going to be the final score. Again, this fourth quarter was brought to you by Scooters Coffee. We'll come back in a moment with a TJ Regional Health postgame show where we'll take a look at the Hardee's Play of the Game, the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Player of the Game. We'll also have our final stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. And we'll hear from head coach Jackson Arnett as well. Again, the final score, Glasgow 64, Butler County 12. Glasgow stays undefeated at 7-0 on the year heading into the bye week. They are 3-0 in district play. You're listening to Glasgow football on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two, with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
And it all comes down to this moment. There's only one roll left. Let's see what happens. And Michael wins the face-off. He used the old misdirection trick. Well, now that he's eating the roll, let's wait for his reaction. It's good! Do you want a free lunch for two at Colton's? Listen to WHHT between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the week for a chance to win.
Back here on the TJ Regional Health postgame show, where the Scotties had their way tonight with the Butler County Bears right from the start. Glasgow jumped out to a 21-0 lead. They had several one-play scoring drives, several drives that took less than 1 minute to score. Just all Glasgow right from the very start. Scotties now 7-0 on the year. Butler County falling to 3-4. Glasgow 3-0 in the district heading into the bye week. Butler 0-3 in district play. Time now to take a look at our final stats. They are brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow, and here are Larry and Bruce for that. Larry?
Okay, Joe. Glasgow won the coin toss, took the football as usual, and it didn't take them long to put one in the end zone. It was they took over on their own 49-yard line after the kickoff. They went on a 5-play, 49-yard drive, took 1:35 off the clock. Hudson Gum with a 20-yard run for the touchdown. Jared Maligan kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 7-0. They would hold Butler County to downs. I think Butler County got a couple of first downs maybe on the downs. Glasgow would take over on their 43-yard line at 7:10 of the first quarter. Only took them 2 plays to put it in the end zone. 2 plays, 57 yards, took 35 seconds. And Hudson Gum for the touchdown. Jared Maligan again kicked the extra point. 14-0, 6:35 to go in the first quarter. After a Butler County punt on the next possession, the Scotties would take over on the Butler County 11-yard line, and that was when the punter's offensive lineman, and the Scotties would take over on the 11-yard line with 4:08 to go and 11 yards for the touchdown. Jared Maligan with 4:03 to go in the first quarter. Butler County would put one on the board finally on their next drive as they would take over on their own 22-yard line at 3:56 of the first quarter. They went on a nice long drive, 10 plays and 89 yards, took 4:51 off the clock. Kanan Vincent caught a 12-yard touchdown pass from Brody Dockery, and the kick was blocked by one of Glasgow's defensive linemen, and the Scotties led at that point 21-6, 11-12 to go in the second quarter. The Scotties would take over on the ensuing kickoff on their own 49-yard line at 11:10 of the second quarter. It took them 1 play again to put it in the end zone. 1 play, 51 yards, took 10 seconds off the clock. Jalen Bradley with a little Hudson Gum for the touchdown. Jared Maligan kicked the extra point again. 28-6 in favor of the Scotties with 11 minutes to go. Butler County would punt on their next possession. That would set the Scotties up in good field position on Butler County's 39-yard line at 8:15 of the second quarter. The Scotties went on a 3-play, 39-yard drive, took 28 seconds off the clock. Cam Bull with his second touchdown of the night, a 15-yard run this time. Jared Maligan kicked the extra point, 35-6 in favor of the Scotties with 7:47 to go in the second quarter. Butler County's next possession would end in an interception. Grayson Bartley would do the honors, and he took it 37 yards for the touchdown. Interception return this year for a touchdown. I think Jared Maligan kicked the extra point, and it was 42-6 in favor of the Scotties. And Butler County that would start the running clock, and Butler County would get the football back, but time would run out in the half. So at halftime, 42-6 in favor of the Scotties. The Bears would get the football coming out in the third quarter, but Grayson Bartley ended that again with another interception. That would set the Scotties up on their Butler's 41-yard line at 10. It only took them 1 play to score. A 1-play, 41-yard drive took 30 seconds off the clock. Jared Martin with a 41-yard pass from Hudson Gum. Jared Maligan kicked the extra point, and it was 49-6 in favor of the Scotties with 7:58 to go in the third. Butler County's next possession would end in a fumble recovery by Jay Johnson as the JV team is in at this time. That set Glasgow up in Butler's 23-yard line with 6:58 to go in the third quarter. From there, the Scotties, the JV team, went on a 5-play, 23-yard drive, took 3 minutes off the clock. Jeremiah Moore with a little toss pass from Trace England for the touchdown. Kick by Maligan was good again, and it was 56-6, and with 3:55 to go in the third. Butler County would get the football back again, and again, another turnover for the Bears. Brad Smith would intercept a pass for the Scotties, and that would put Glasgow on their own 7-yard line with 10 to put it in the end zone. One play, 93 yards, took 1:20 off the clock. Cabrion Jones took a little toss pass from Trace England for the touchdown and went 93 yards for the TD. 2-point conversion was good on a run by Jathan Franklin, and the Scotties led 64-6. But Butler County wasn't done. They took the football on their own 41-yard line on the last possession of the game. They went 10 plays again, 59 yards, 8:40 off the clock. Caden Richardson went 1 yard for the touchdown, running clock, so there was no extra point. So Glasgow wins it tonight by a score of 64-12. Defensive stats first for the Butler County Bears. Not a lot going on Butler County's side in tackling. I only had them for 2, 4, 6, 8 tackles on the night. Kevin Robbins with 1. Mason West had 1. Clayton Caldwell with 2. Clay Stiff had 2. Benjamin Clark with 1. And Christian White had 1 for Butler County. For the Scotties tonight, Braylon Sossman, freshman, had 3 tackles on the night. Jalen Bradley with 1. Trey Smith, I think, led the way again. He had 7 tackles on the night. Jathan Franklin with 1. Cameron Bull with 1. Aiden Likens, another freshman, had 1. Grayson Bartley with a big night, 5 tackles and 2 interceptions, one of them for a touchdown. Landon Martin with 4 tackles. Jeremiah Moore with 1. Peyton Limley, a senior that doesn't play a lot, he got 3 tackles on the night. Trace Barber with 1. Brad Smith with 3 and an interception. Ashton Page with 3. Lee Sasha had 2. He's another freshman. Manny Soto with 1. Jordan Huffman, a good night with 4 tackles. Jay Johnson with 1 and had a big fumble recovery. And Kavion Massey with 2 tackles on the night for the Scotties.
Larry, thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to get Coach Jackson Arnett in here, and then we'll let Bruce do our final stats after the interview with Coach Arnett. Jackson, you knew coming into this game that your team was a big favorite in this one coming in. Tell me about your team's performance tonight, what your thoughts are.
Offensively was good. I mean, we executed. We didn't even run 20 plays, so, they executed well. Defense didn't get off the field very well. We wasn't happy with them, especially in the first half. But we got some things we got to shore up, and we got to do a little better. We gave up over 100 yards passing, almost 100 rushing. I know a lot of them was there at the end, but we did well against the run tonight, but we did not do as good as we wanted to do against the pass. So we got to make sure when we come back off this little break that we got to shore that up. No turnovers is good, and we did executed for the most part, pretty good on offense, but defensively we just got to shore some things up, keep getting better.
Defense did force 4 turnovers tonight, Jackson. Grayson Bartley had 2 interceptions. One was a pick 6. She also had another interception on the night and a fumble recovery. So certainly defensively, I know you got to be pleased with that.
Yeah, we it's just not getting off the field on 3rd down early. I think it was a lack of focus. I think that's the most frustrating part, was just a lack of focus and not doing what they're coached to do. But our team's going to make plays when we're in the right spot and we're doing what we're coached to do. But when you don't, that's when you give up big plays. And to give up a touchdown there was unacceptable. We pride ourselves on that. It's the most points we give up all year. So, that's just a lack of focus, and that's something we got to fix.
You look at the offensive numbers, Jackson, they're sort of ridiculous, quite honestly. Your 2 quarterbacks, if you combine their numbers, 6 of 8 on the night for 260 yards and 5 touchdowns. Cabron Jones had 2 catches for 104 yards and a touchdown. Jarek Martin, 2 catches, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jalen Bradley, 1 catch, 151 yards and a touchdown. Jeremiah Moore had his first touchdown. Pretty much did whatever you wanted to on the offensive end, it seemed like.
Yeah, we do a good job on the edge. I felt like we did a good job getting the ball out in space. Hudson and Trace both did a good job doing that. So we just gotta keep it up. Times are going to get tougher. Butler struggled tonight on defense, so our speed was just too much for them. But that's we gotta. We've been running it a lot, and I wanted to kind of get it out and throw it a little bit tonight. But I felt like we ran the ball effectively too. So.
Of course, going into the bye week now, Jackson, who is also undefeated in the district, they defeated Edmonson County tonight, 35-12. It looks like. First of all, how do you guys plan to use the bye week? What are you going to do there as far as taking on LaRue County? That'll be a matchup of two undefeated teams in Class 3A District 2.
Yeah, we will take until Wednesday afternoon off. We're giving them off. They can ride back with their parents tonight, and then they're off until Wednesday at 4. We'll come in and practice, and I can't stand giving a whole week off. I just can't. I know a lot of teams do it, but I can't. With we can't afford that. I don't think, and it's easier to bring them in when you're 7-0, I guess. But we're going to come in and we got to short things up. We got to keep getting better and keep working our fundamentals. And so those 3 practices will be basically fundamental practices, and we'll lift and we'll run and get back kind of in shape and then get ready to go.
And I know you'll obviously study up a lot over the next couple of weeks on LaRue County. What do you know about them right now, Jackson?
They like to run the ball. They're kind of like a hybridish wing tee-ish. They've done a good job. Coach Hooper's done a good job. So we'll have to really prepare. We'll have to really prepare and be ready to stop the run. They beat, I think it was a close game with Butler, I think, fairly close.
I can't remember off the top of my head, Jackson.
They're playing good football right now, so they'll be a challenge. So we're gonna have to get ready for them.
All right, Maisie, it's your time to shine. We're gonna give you another chance here. You want to say go Dogs?
Hey, say go Dogs. Go Dogs. Golly.
All right.
Maybe one day.
Maybe now, but that's all right. Jackson, appreciate your time, man.
Thank you. Go Dogs.
Yes, sir. Scotty head coach Jackson Arnett, his ball club winning it in a blowout tonight, 64-12 over Butler County. Scotty's had a running clock in this game midway through the second quarter. And before we take our next time out, we'll turn things to final offensive stats. Bruce?
All righty. Thank you, Joe. We'll try to get this done quickly where we can head to Glasgow. Scotty's win this one. This is your TJ Regional Health post-game show. This is your McDonald's stats. Scotty's come out on top 64-12. I wrote that down wrong. I need to change that, Joe, to 12 instead of 14. Probably wrote it on coaches wrong, too, but I thought we was going to hold them out on that last score. First downs, they had 15 first downs to our 13. So, but yards rushing, 95. We had 112. But passing, they threw for 107. We throw Glasgow with 372, Butler County 212. Butler County did turn it over 4 times. The Scotties did not have a turnover tonight. They had 2 fumbles. They lost 1. They had 3 interceptions. The Scotties did put it on the ground once and got it back. This is the least penalized game we've had all year. Only 4 penalties called, 1 against them for 5 yards. Scotties had 3 for 25 yards. And that 15-yard helmet to helmet, I mean, they didn't call, I guess, they didn't eject anybody over it. So I don't know.
You don't get ejected in high school for a helmet-to-helmet hit. That's college, where it's targeting in the NFL. Yeah, go ahead.
And Butler County ran 55 plays for 41 minutes and 17 seconds. The Scotties had it for 7 minutes and 43 seconds. We only ran 19 plays tonight. Not much work out there, was it? Let's look at our TJ Regional Health post-game McDonald's individual stats. Leading rusher for the Bears was Kevin Robbins with 52 yards on 10 carries. He had a long of 14. Caden Richardson had 22 yards on 11 rushes. He scored a touchdown. Brody Dockery picked up 21 yards on 6 rushes with a long of 11. Dockery was 12 of 23 passing for 107 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. He threw for a -1 in the second half after getting that hit and threw 2 more interceptions. Their leading receiver was Kanan Vincent with 47 yards on 4 receptions. He scored a touchdown, had a long of 14. Caden Richardson had 3 receptions for 41 yards, a long of 30. Drake Bratcher had 3 receptions for 24 yards, a long of 13. Carson Davis, 1 catch for 7, and Kevin Robbins, 1 for a -1. Only 2 punts all in the first half. Will Amos punted twice for 29 yards. That's a 7.5-yard average. He had a long of 29 as his first one went for a minus yardage. For the Scotties, our leading rusher tonight, nobody near 100 yards. Cam Bull had 40 yards on 4 carries for 2 touchdowns, a long of 15. Jaden Bradley had 24 yards on 1 rush. 22 yards for Cabron Jones on 2 rushes. Hudson Gum had 20 yards on 1 carry and a touchdown. One carry for Jason Franklin for 14 yards, and Trace England was sacked at one time for a -6. Hudson was 4 of 5 passing for 159 yards and 3 passing for 101 yards and 2 scores. Our leading receiver tonight was Cabron Jones with 2 receptions and a touchdown. He had a 1 for 93 yards. That was his score. Jarek Martin, another nice night for him, 87 yards long of 46. Jaden Bradley had 1 catch for 51 yards and a touchdown. And Jeremiah Moore. Jeremiah's had some nice catches for us, hadn't scored, but he had 1 reception tonight for 8 yards, and that went for a touchdown. The Scotties did not punt here tonight with the 64-12 victory over the Butler County Bears. This has been your TJ Regional Health post-game show, your McDonald's stats.
All right, Bruce, thank you very much. We'll come back in a moment, take a look at our Hardee's play of the game and our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance player of the game as well. Glasgow defeats Butler County 64-12 here in Morgantown. You're listening to Glasgow football here on the TJ Regional Health postgame show on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
On the TJ Regional Health postgame show in Morgantown, Scotties defeat Butler County by a final score of 64-12. Glasgow had a running clock midway through the second quarter in this one. We take a look at our Hardee's play of the game now, and we are going to go back to the fourth quarter, and it was the longest play